It usually doesn't happen suddenly. It builds quietly. A little extra weight around the waist, a tighter waistband, a belly that feels harder to control than before. At first, you don't think much of it. Maybe I've been eating a little more. Maybe I'm less active lately. It's not a big deal. But slowly, it becomes noticeable. Clothes don't fit the same way. The mirror looks a little different. And no matter what you try, that belly fat just doesn't seem to go away. And that's when the frustration starts, because you start asking, why is it so hard to lose belly fat? I'm not even eating that much. What am I doing wrong? And here's the truth most people don't realize. It's rarely about one single meal. It's about one repeated habit. A habit that silently encourages fat storage, especially around the belly. And that habit is regular consumption of ultra-processed, high-sugar, refined carbohydrate foods. Now, before you think this is just about junk food, let's break it down properly, because most people assume belly fat comes from eating too much. But the real issue is more complex. It's about how your body responds to certain foods, not just how much you eat. Now, let's understand what happens inside your body. When you eat highly processed foods like sugary snacks, white bread, pastries, soft drinks, packaged cereals, your blood sugar rises quickly, very quickly. Your body responds by releasing insulin. Insulin's job is to move sugar from your blood into cells. But when this happens too often, your body stays in a constant cycle of spike, insulin release, crash, hunger, repeat. And over time, this creates a problem, because excess energy that is not used gets stored. And one of the first places your body tends to store fat is the abdominal area. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, silently, gradually, until one day you notice it. Now, here's something important. It's not just about fat storage. It's also about inflammation. Highly processed foods can increase inflammation in the body. And when inflammation increases, fat loss becomes harder, especially around the belly. Now let's go deeper. Another issue is hunger regulation. These foods are designed to be highly palatable, easy to overeat, low in satiety, which means you can eat a lot without feeling full. And that leads to more calories, more cravings, more frequent eating without awareness. Now here's the real problem. It's not just one meal, it's repetition. Eating these foods daily, or multiple times a week, creates a constant metabolic pattern, and your body adapts to it. Now let's make this simple. If your body is constantly receiving quick sugar, low fiber, low nutrients, it doesn't get the signals it needs for balance, and that imbalance can contribute to fat accumulation over time. Now here's the important part. This is not about blaming food. It's about understanding impact. Because food is not just calories. It is information for your body. And different foods send different signals. Now let's shift the focus. Instead of thinking, what should I stop eating? A better question is, what should I eat more of that supports my body? Because sustainable fat loss is not about restriction alone. It's about replacement. Now here's what works better for most people. Whole foods, fiber-rich foods, protein-rich meals, balanced nutrition. Because these help stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, increase fullness, support metabolism. Now let's give a simple example. Instead of sugary cereal in the morning, you choose oats with nuts and fruit. Instead of processed snacks, you choose fruits, yogurt, or nuts. Instead of sugary drinks, you choose water, herbal tea, or infused water. Now notice something important. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Now let's talk about belly fat specifically. Belly fat is influenced by diet, stress, sleep, activity level, hormonal balance. So no single food creates or destroys it, but patterns absolutely influence it. Now let's talk about stress for a moment. High sugar diets can contribute to energy crashes, and energy crashes can increase cravings. And cravings can lead to overeating. And overeating can contribute to fat storage. So it becomes a cycle. Now here's something most people don't realize. You don't need extreme diets. You need stability. Stable energy, stable hunger, stable habits. That's what supports long-term change. Now let's talk about the eat this instead part. Because replacement matters. When you remove something, you must replace it with something better. Otherwise, cravings return. So instead of ultra-processed foods, focus on protein-rich meals, eggs, chicken, legumes, fiber-rich vegetables, healthy fats, nuts, seeds, olive oil, whole carbohydrates, rice, oats, potatoes in balance. These support your body better. They keep you full longer. They reduce unnecessary cravings, and they help stabilize energy. Now let's be real. No food will burn belly fat instantly. That idea is misleading. But food choices absolutely influence how your body stores and uses energy. Now here's the most important lesson. Fat loss is not about punishment. It is about balance. And your body responds best when it feels balanced, not stressed, not restricted, not overwhelmed. Now imagine this. Instead of constant spikes and crashes, your energy stays steady. Instead of constant cravings, your hunger feels natural. Instead of frustration, you feel control. That is what happens when you shift patterns, not overnight, but gradually. Now let's close with clarity. The worst food for belly fat is not one item. It is a category of eating patterns that spike blood sugar, increase cravings, reduce satiety, encourage overeating. And the solution is not fear, it is awareness and better choices. So next time you eat, pause. Ask yourself, is this helping my body stay stable or pushing it into imbalance? Because sometimes the smallest decisions, repeated over time, create the biggest changes, and your body always responds.